Welcome, everybody. This is Beard Advice Live. I'm going to click something down at the bottom for you to read and encourage you to consider hitting that thumbs up on the stream right now. And if you like people, if you like helping beards and really just helping this platform, consider sharing this on any of your social media accounts, any of your group text messages, or even just holler out the window, let your neighbors know. That works. He's practically my neighbor. This is the mayor. Mayor, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I would just add to that statistically, every one social media post leads to 0.1 saved beards. I did the math. If you need to check my research on that, give me a call. The number's unlisted. So yeah, I made that up, guys. But one of the big ideas of this show, Beard Advice Live, is that we are reaching out and making it a good, safe place to just ask questions. We're gonna be straightforward and honest in a nice way, regardless of what we say. It isn't always what people want to hear, but that's kind of how life works. If you are ever interested or know someone that would like to, send in to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Give us a front shot, a side shot, and let us know like what's going on. A little bit of a background and any questions that you have, and we'll get you on the show. And chat will help out, and we'll help out and give our feedback. And we've done this more than 100 times, right? We've been like 2.5
71 for this specific show.
Yep. Yeah, but I would say I've been here on a Wednesday 100 times, probably with Majorly Bearded too.
Way more than that. Yeah,
probably.
at least probably double.
Right.
At least probably double here. So yeah, and we appreciate you all being here. Shout out to everybody that's in there. Just saw Bearded Wolverine in a live stream before this, man. So good to see that legendary beard and that fantastic, well-spoken personality. Go blue, baby. But thank you guys for being here. We have some great beards we're gonna help. And we got some cool traditions even taken up a notch this week. We've been so fortunate the last couple of weeks. We've tried some different things, whether it's from here by us, whether it's you guys sending in. And today is a show that is all about people sending in. So real quick, Mayor, give them the general things of what we do for traditions, and then I'll hit them with the specifics.
All right, so we just we traditionally drink Mountain Dew. Whatever variety we're choosing, whatever mood I'm in or Dan's in. And then we eat meat products, particularly jerky variety.
Yes. So the first one is brought to us by Adam. He unfortunately planned on being here tonight, but sent me a last-minute email and said that he has to go to work. He got called in, but he will be checking in tomorrow, so he'll be able to see this. Adam, thank you so much. This is one of the coolest things ever. I'm going to hand the mayor his and then show you guys what we got going on. So this is one of the first shows where we do not have a Mountain Dew. However, this is something that I brought up on a stream recently where only a few of you had heard of it, and it is a Mountain Dew-like pop that is specific to an area of Ohio. That's really the only place that you can get it for the most part, and it is Ski, S-K-I, in which I have tried, and normally it's like a green Mountain Dew color, but this is the cherry version, I believe is cherry right on here. And so we will be having tonight, you guys, for the first time on Beard Advice Live, Ski, but not only Ski, we will have the cherry, AKA Code Red version of this drink. So if you're in the chat, and if you guys have ever tried Ski from Ohio, let us know. I'm super excited. It's even got the old, I don't even think it's a twist top on here, but I got my my Beard Octane bottle opener ready to go. So super excited. But yeah, let us know. Have you guys ever tried Ski, and then specifically the cherry one? What's your initial impressions and thought by just looking at this? And this was sent to us by a friend, subscriber. Super cool.
There's a lot of things going on in my head right now. First of all, red dye really isn't allowed at our house, and because the kids go crazy with it, so it's exciting.
What's it do to them? You mentioned that in passing in a text.
I think they are very sensitive to sugar. So 30 minutes to an hour later after having a sugar treat, they're like insane.
Okay, but what about red dye?
It's like biotin. It makes their craziness it's either wild and crazy or insanely out of control.
Now, is that a general thing that's pretty known and accepted, or is that unique to the Wamba boys?
There is some research out there. But I think it's mostly like just people commenting that they've noticed this trend. Genuinely, I have no research to back it up. Only
Gary
scientific
says
method.
Increases ADHD. So interesting. And yes, the This is from Ohio. We don't usually like to speak about that state too much, but we are absolutely honored for this one.
No kidding. Yeah, I know. So, and I love to ski, so that's cool. That was another thought on it. I love Code Red, and I'm like, that's kind of cherry with Mountain Dew. So
Yeah.
I'm highly interested to see what it tastes like.
So Dan says you're not alone. Red dye makes his brother out of control. You do have a brother named Dan, so maybe that's you that he's speaking about.
It's not you, Dan, but it's a different Dan.
Correct.
Are you confused yet?
So we're excited to try that. And then we also, as the mayor said, we also eat jerky products. Now we got a couple different ones that we're excited. One's going to be an ongoing tradition on this show, and then the others are going to be for just this week. Oh man, hey, thank you, Gary. He said, Mayor, there's a lot of research on red dye. Hey, y'all, some non-red dye due for y'all next week. Thank you, Gary. Absolutely.
Gary.
So first thing, I don't know if I've seen them in the chat, but I know they'll come back and watch. The Miller family, and I do mean the Miller family, husband, wife, children, they all watch the shows, including Beard Advice Live, including Command's Corner. They literally watch as a family. Like, think about that. Let that sink in, how special this community and this platform is that we all have created, that a family every Monday, every Wednesday sits down and watches this together. That's super cool.
And that's why we keep it above board. You know, because that's the goal is we don't ever want you to feel like you would have to, if grandma shows up, that you'd have to turn us off.
Right.
That it would be inappropriate.
Exactly.
That's just not necessary.
And forever. And we're family men. We have kids, so we know what that's like. And the first thing I got to show with what the Millers sent is from their daughter, Maggie. She sent this drawing that she made right here. It says, I love you. It's got the picture of the beard on there. So cool. I will hold on to this and keep this. So special shout out to Maggie. Beautiful art here. And again, thank you so much. Got the hat on there. Got the beard on point.
You?
I think so. I think so.
I think he's a little more jacked in the picture than his shoulders are
my
like
shoulder range. Yeah. I was a swimmer, but I don't have those swimmer shoulders. So yes. All right, we lost our focus there, but that's okay. All right, and then so let me show you the jerky that the Millers sent in. The first one is honey glazed steak bites. Honey glazed steak bites, which is really cool. I'm excited to try those. And then also, we've had this brand before, but not this one, black cherry barbecue seasoning. So we got some interesting ones tonight. Black cherry barbecue seasoning, and then honey glazed steak bites. And normally we don't have this much of a buildup, guys. I apologize, but we gotta go through everything. Oh man, hey, thank you, Gary. The whole family, Miller family, not
so
Mullet
nice,
family.
Gary.
That's even better. But
Gosh.
DM Alley Cat on IG. I want to have pizza delivered. Oh, that's so cool, man. So Mr. Miller, he is on IG. Reach out to Alley Cat, and he wants to buy you guys pizza for Monday, man. That's amazing. I absolutely love this. Love this. Used to be a competitive swimmer. Very cool, X-Ray. Yeah, I was a swimmer. I played water polo in college. I coached for 14 years. So yeah, I'm all about that pool life. So we got those. But then the ongoing one, special shout out to the company to be named later, aka Chris. I don't know if I've seen him in here yet, but he sent us, I think it's a 12 or 15 pack. 15.
Oh, at least 15.
Yeah, so it is exactly 15. It's a 15 pack of exotic jerky sticks. And essentially what we're gonna do, here he is right here. Chris, thank you, sir. Essentially what we're gonna do is each week we're gonna pick one or two or however the kind of, however the palate pleases us that day. That was pretty good. And we're gonna pick them. I'll give you guys some examples of things that we have here. We have an ostrich stick, literally ostrich meat. We have buffalo, we have duck, we have pig, we have venison, we have spicy venison, we have wild boar. So we've got some really interesting, really unique ones in here. We have elk, alligator. So we got a lot that is going on with our different sticks. So what we're gonna do is I brought some food shears. I don't know why we got.
Why are we blurry, man?
There must be something catching it. All right.
Let's do a half scoot it thin.
Yep. Okay. There we go. All right. And then we can also get the mayor over here.
Trying to get coordinated.
So we're gonna be doing those. I brought in some food shears. These are just that we use for food. Nothing else other than that. We're gonna cut it in half, and then we'll be able to go through and be able to get those on point for us. So, all right. There's got to be something that's not catching us here. I might have to adjust in a bit, guys, and go back there and dial in some focus, but yeah, we'll keep it moving. Yeah, Gator. I've actually had Gator Jerky before, so I am excited about that. Okay, hit that thumbs up. Work is slow sneaking in here. Nice. I'm going to pop behind the scenes real quick.
Do the giveaway. I can talk about the group giveaway, or no?
Tell them about the group. Yep, tell them about the group, and then we'll come back for the giveaway. I just want to be able to see and everything good here. So tell them about the group, Facebook group and everything, then we'll hit the giveaway, the big one.
All right, guys, one of the first ways I got involved with all this beard stuff was Dan had kind of an idea grow about forming a community on Facebook, and neither of us were really present on that. I didn't even have an account. I didn't have anything. And over the years, I think it's been two years and a couple months, we have grown this group Commands Corner into a pretty amazing place to be. It is basically guys kind of showing off the beard, a lot of beard selfies, a lot of support, a lot of funny. Sonny's one of he's like our resident comedian. We're never sure exactly what the joke is, but we love it and we laugh because it's Sonny and his energy, and the person that he is just what's the word? I don't know. Inspiring in a way. It makes you laugh. You might just need it. But please, please consider joining. Answer the questions at the admission so that we know you're not a robot. At Facebook group, just search groups, Commands Corner, or Beards. It would come up.
And some of the perks of the group. Did you go over any of the perks?
I did not.
So some of the perks are we have a boosted discount code for some of our favorite beard companies that sponsor the group, and sometimes it's per a month. Sometimes we have 2 companies a month, sometimes even more. Whoa! Whiskey and Hardtack is one of them. Thank you so much, Holly and Don. Search it, Screeching in Sideways Late. Hey, thank you so much, Holly. Thank you, Don. And our current sponsor is Whiskey and Hardtack. And you get a boosted discount, but also every sponsor we have in the group is going to be throwing giveaways to exclusive group members. Now, this is a beautiful symbiotic relationship. It helps out the company, it helps out the mayor, but it also helps out you guys with the discounts, the giveaways. So if you want to check it out, please consider it. We do encourage you. You got to read the rules. If stuff does not go with the rules, the post is taken down. We usually reach out and explain why. For whatever reason, it's human nature to feel like defensive or embarrassed, and people kind of lash out at first. It's just simple rules, guys, and we just really do our best to try to maintain the consistency of that. It's never personal. It's just we have a reason behind every rule. If you're ever curious, reach out to me or the mayor, and we'd be happy to explain it to you. So, Mayor, let me go ahead and get this up here first.
All right.
So we have Beard Advice Live. If you guys have not hit that thumbs up, please consider hitting that thumbs up right now, guys. I appreciate it. And if Brad says, I always struggle to find the Facebook discounts, send us a message. It is unbelievably easy to navigate. It just might be one tip away. The nice thing on the Facebook group is up at the top, there are these featured posts. The Facebook group discount is never more than 1 or 2 away from the very front. So please, seriously, if you can't find the giveaways, if you can't find the post, message either one of us.
Yeah, we constantly are talking and discussing and trying to get that information out there. We work within Facebook's format.
Yes.
And we're kind of...
And there are some things where we are kind of pigeonholed in a little bit, but we make it work, and there's some things that Facebook has that we don't like. So we just kind of do our own thing. Reach out, please. Let me go ahead and hit this next slide here. For the group, we have this Whiskey and Hardtack giveaway. First, before you announce who it is, what is the giveaway that people could expect if they joined our group?
It's not 1 oil. It's not 2. It's not 3. It's all the oils. So this person I'm about to announce will win all the oils that are sold by Whiskey and Hardtack.
Every single Whiskey and Hardtack oil. And again, guys, we are going to have giveaways tonight. So if you're not in the Facebook group or you're anti-Facebook, we got you covered, I promise. But this is an amazing Facebook group exclusive. And Commands Corner, link in the description.
And Whiskey and Hardtack already knows that our winner for this session is Corey Hawkins.
Corey! So, yes, congrats, Corey. That's awesome, man. Just over the border in Canada. So
I wasn't gonna tell Holly. She did say Canada was okay, but
cool.
All right,
Cool.
now she knows.
Congrats, Corey, man. That is awesome. And yes, so keep the name of that. The Facebook group name is Commands Corner, but there's literally a link in the description of this video and every video. But if you search Commands Corner, you'll find it super easily.
Does everybody know how to find the description on a YouTube video? I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. There's just on the screen you're watching us. I would think it would be like right here, right? You drop down menu usually, and you drop it down. There's like an arrow, and you got your stuff.
Yeah, awesome.
I don't know why.
And Corey, if you're in here, oh, there he is right there. Awesome, man. Congrats, Corey. Super positive, super supportive dude. That is really cool. All right, we are gonna dig in, and then we're gonna get to the beard advice, you guys. We have this here. What if you just have Messenger? So you gotta have the full-out Facebook group, Facebook to join the group.
Is that you can just? I didn't even know you could just have Messenger.
They like integrate it with Instagram and stuff now, so there are ways that you can have that. So yes. All right, and we got Mr. BeardTube in here. Hello, Mr. Scuba. Speak English, we're not all scientists. Hey, the streets told me that that some people were talking about me recently, sir.
Streets?
The streets came running and said, hey, Scuba thinks he's fancy. He's got a girlfriend now.
I saw that.
Yeah, she's on camera and is beautiful, and he feels like he could talk crap about Dancy, and
He's got a little swagger now.
he's got a little swagger. He's puffing.
I mean, he's got his car is sweet. He's got swagger.
No,
you got to
no.
give it to him.
No,
He's got a trim.
No. Now he's got that
got a
chest
name.
puffed out.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
think he probably looked at a weight last week and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a man now."
Looked at a
So
weight.
yeah, he looked at it. He looked at it. So Scuba, hey Dave, hope you're feeling better, man. This one's for Scuba. Let's get the noise here. Hopefully it doesn't explode on us. Oh yeah, that's satisfying. All right,
There
Mr.
we go.
Mayor
All
is
right.
gonna do our first experience
Ready
with
for me to hit
Ski
it?
Cherry. Ski Cherry, you guys, out of Ohio. Shout out to our Ohioans that hook us up here.
Yeah, it's good. It is. It doesn't. I think it is totally different than Mountain Dew for sure. And not a red pop either. I like it. Cherry, yeah, definitely get the cherry. It doesn't have the like super bite finish that Mountain Dew does, but
Yeah.
it's very enjoyable. I love me some pop.
He called his soda, so I'm gonna respect his verbiage there. But I feel like Ohio should be pop too.
Yeah.
You know, they're Midwest
It's basically just a lower down Michigan.
in every way possible. Yeah. Hey, yo.
We love you, Ohio.
We do. We're going to Kalahari soon, so no hate here. Nothing but love on this one. And also, that Scuba dude, that video he made talking all that mess, was sponsored by Whiskey and Hardtack.
Yeah.
So a little friendly fire there, Holly and Don. Make sure you have. I can't believe
Whoa. Yeah, Hollywood. Okay.
Yeah.
She put her stamp on that.
Mhm. Holly put her stamp on that video. I can't believe she dissed the long beards. I blocked her number. Yeah, he was kind of leading her along and was like trying to get her to say she hates Dancy
doesn't do
Bearded.
that stuff.
I know. It was very
Straight shooter.
very out of
what I
character
would
of
say.
him. And he even said that I'm the nicest person on the internet, though. He said that he's had some history of like bullying people, cyber-wise. But he said I've helped him with the positivity and stuff. Have helped him come a long way. So, but in all seriousness,
Scuba that said that?
yeah.
Oh,
yep,
nice.
yep,
That's
yep.
great.
In all seriousness, no, Scuba does not realize half of his audience demographics do not understand he's joking, and they literally. I have people that are like, dude, are you cool with that Scuba guy? He called you a cyber bully. I'm like, you get
It does hurt when he calls me a nerd every once in a while.
It's like you don't know that he's like you don't pick it up every single time they message me like, hey, he's talking crap. I'm like, okay, clearly you don't watch or pick up humans, so he is no. And if you guys haven't picked this up, that was all 100% sarcasm
Yes.
and just playing along. Scuba's a buddy of mine. We talk all the time, so nothing but love, nothing but support there. But people will never understand. Yeah, My favorite Scuba humor is when he starts dropping his like Android versus iPhone wars, and people go crazy in the comments. It's really good, really good. But yeah, I would say a Ski is like a natural Mountain Dew.
Ah, that's a great way to frame it. I like that. Cherry flavored natural Mountain Dew.
Yeah, natural Mountain Dew there.
We like it. It's
right.
gonna be enjoyable.
Will we start with honey glazed or black cherry?
Let's go black cherry.
Black cherry, since we got cherry pop. That makes sense.
Now, was that the only thing we're giving away today?
No.
Oh.
We have 2 additional whiskey and hardtack giveaways, and each of those giveaways are not including 1 beard oil, not including 2 beard oils, but 3 beard oils for 2 different winners tonight. And there's a special twist with those oils that we'll get to once we get to that point. So, yes, I'm excited. Hey, man, we got some of the OGs in here. What up, Flag? Flag was one of my very first subscribers on this channel. Scuba, as well, was one of the first people that had a platform that supported me. So, yeah, if you guys don't know, massive, massive fan of Scuba and his platform and really him. So, Black Chair, yeah. And hey, Sarah. Sarah sent me a super kind message yesterday. Really, really appreciated. I was trying to fill out the question in the minutes. I hit submit by accident. Okay. Los, we'll keep an eye out for you. I know you, so moderators out there.
If they're watching.
Yeah. Okay. And some of them are. So if you're watching out there, make sure you go through. See, here goes Scuba again. All right. So how's the black cherry?
Good. The consistency, it breaks down a little fast, but it's like almost looks like a bacon, and it's got a great flavor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
That's true. Solid. Yeah, I'd give it a 7. I'd give it a 7 for sure. Okay, let's pop back in here. And if you are new here, this is how the show works.
This is how we do it.
It's Friday night. Oh yeah, it's only Wednesday. We got and I gotta bring guys back real quick. We do have an outside chance for a snow day tomorrow, but
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
But you know the interesting thing about us, Eric, if you're out there, is that you and we get a day off. What do? We just do our other job.
Yeah, we work on this all day in a great way,
and it's fun. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. All right. Thank you, Mr. Scuba. Go show the picture of this beautiful beard to the new girlfriend and say, hey, this is the exception of long beards. Okay. So keep that in mind as you go through. Do you taste the cherry on the jerky?
It's sweet, but I don't know if I would attribute it directly to cherry.
Agreed.
What a fancy answer.
If you told me that, hey, try this, what do you taste? I would not be able to pull out cherry, but I would be able to pull out sweetness. So, yeah, absolutely. Hey, Jason Mason. That's a great name. Jason Mason. Real great name. So, yes.
Should have been, you had the name. You just needed to have the skills to be the pro, like basketball player. Jason!
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they could have been all day with that.
Yep, and Todd, you're exactly right. The worst thing you can say to somebody is nothing at all. If somebody actually is talking about me, I will never, in the history or present or future of this channel, ever mention them. With Scuba, again, hopefully you guys caught that. That's all fun, banter back and forth, just, I don't know, dudes being dudes. So nothing but love there. And some people just... They don't take jokes. They don't take the sarcasm with it.
Dudes being dudes. That's the second track of my album.
Yeah. All right, guys. Beard Advice Live. When you see this and you feel like you have some advice to give in a respectful, tasteful, supportive way, please put your comments in the chat and let's help out some people. And away we go.
This is Victor. I'm growing my beard with my goal length in the ballpark of yours. I like your beard length style. So I've been set my sights. Now, checking out my beard, is there anything I can do from this point to get it growing in the right direction? My plan right now is just letting it grow, styling it on a daily basis, following your guidance, and eventually having a barber trim and shape a nice shelf. Any advice will be appreciated, and any constructive criticism will be greatly appreciated.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we're just getting... some general advice here, right? I growing my beard with my goal length in the ballpark of yours. Okay, so framing it to really get to my length and style of beard. All right, keep it moving. All right, Victor, man, thanks for coming in. Super stylish, super nice beard, man. Love everything you got going on here. But okay, so to break it down, what can I do to get it growing in the right direction? And essentially, I'm going to go to a barber. What advice do you have? Okay. What is this shelf? What do you think he means by that?
I think he's, well, you know what?
I don't quite have a shelf like...
I think, hit the mayor cam, we'll see if we're talking about, like, I guess my assumption when I first read it was just kind of like a clean line, but that wouldn't be going after your style.
My thoughts exactly,
I think I probably chopped off it was addressed to you or me, but whatever. We'll go.
Yeah. We'll see here. And he says... I just want that info on what to do with my beard, you know? Okay, we got you. Right. Yeah, we got you. Yeah, exactly, Brian. It's just me and Scuba just busting each other's butts, as you could say. All right, so what do we got here? Sorry, so get into my beard. All right. Victor, in general, man, if you want to get to a beard like mine, if that is actually your goal, is to just simply keep going.
And it's probably going to be longer than you're thinking. I don't even think trim should be mentioned at this point.
Right. And so he said, I heard the term meaning clean line across the bottom. Okay. So what we would say there is essentially you're just talking about a good transparency shape up, right? At this point, if your goal is to go big, there's no real trim that you should be looking at or really thinking about right now. Continue to let it grow. Continue to just be patient. Now, along the journey, I think you can play with some styling things to be able to get stuff going where you want it, right? I have no problems with your beard at all. It fits your style. I think it's really, really nice. Some people are going to probably say, hey, trim along the ears. I don't think so. I think it fits what you're doing well right now. Keep growing. As far as the styling, see how your beard kind of dips in? You can see right along the chin there and kind of some waves going out. Absolutely, where we have here, where to go, as Brian Carter loves to say, when in doubt, blow it out. Essentially,
there he is.
Yeah. Essentially, you want to get some heat underneath your beard, going away from your face. And with this one, you'd be a really good candidate for a round barrel brush and some heat and really get that going. If you just look up a video like Dancy Bearded barrel brush, you'll find an actual demonstration of how to do that, which will be much more effective than me trying to talk about it in hand signal right now. But essentially, let's get a little bit of heat going away from your face. And that's really it right now, man. You're so early in your journey for the goal. He said, yep, right now I have colleagues. Yep, hey, and that saying, man, heat plus tension equals direction. We can get that going in the direction you want. Look up Dancy Bearded Barrel Brush, and then that video will take you perfectly.
Yeah, that's all I would add to that is if you mentioned the shelf, and we have used that term before, I think, for the kind of like the clean, the edge.
Yeah, and it just threw me off with going for my beard.
If we're talking about that, I would be of the opinion that you would want to do a fade on the sideburns. It's gonna differentiate, distinguish the beard. Immediately, you would have a more shaped in or dialed in kind of look, but I don't think it's anytime soon. I want to see. I think to get that shelf feel, you're going to be doing a couple of transparency trims, bring it back just to thicken up the underbeard and give it that support. But you're making all the right moves. It's going to be patience. I love that you said grow past it and come back. Or I think you mentioned that. Yeah, because that's a great frame. We talk about that all the time on the show, and you're going to get there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Shane, welcome to the team, man. Thank you for the membership and supporting the platform. Absolutely. Hey, Donnie. And I said, thank you, great advice. Hey, absolutely, man. Thank you for sending in. We couldn't do this show if it wasn't for people like you, so thank you. And then here's a great question by Brad. He said, how do you do a blowout with a beard straightener instead? Just brush away and away from the face. So Brad, loaded question there. The main answer is you can't really. You're not going to duplicate a real blowout when you're using a blow dryer and getting away from your face because when you do it with the blow dryer, it gives just a little bit more of a natural look, especially like my beard. If I'm using a beard straightener, it's not going to go all the way through my beard. It's essentially like the mayor's video when he showed applying heat in layers. You're treating different layers in different areas very specifically with a heated brush. There's not many that are going to do a good job of going through your whole beard like a blow dryer and a comb can. Now, is it possible with some beards? If you have a shorter beard and it's the right length, the right thickness and stuff, yeah, going away from your face will probably achieve a similar result. But a true blowout beard is going to take the actual blowing part, which is going to be a hair dryer.
We used to call that was a really bad diaper when the kids were young.
Blowout, yeah, we had those too. We had those too for sure. So yeah, great question. Great question. Turn and twist for a blowout. Yeah, so it's very similar. There's no twisting involved. Essentially what we're saying is when I get up in the morning and I style my beard going down, it's gonna be pushed in towards my body. And then the way that I do a blowout is I get it going away from my face. And when you do that, you're literally blowing it out. You're blowing it away. And that just gives you, see how my beard has this volume? It's not tucked in around my chin. You can see here, right? My beard is literally a flat surface going down and there's no dips, there's no waves. That blowout beard is what I do every single morning. So that'll make a really, really big difference there. Absolutely. Awesome. Hey, how cool is that? Corey is getting 13 of our oils. That's $260 worth of products. Holly and Don, thank you for offering that giveaway. And again, that is a perk of being in the Facebook group. So Facebook group. Really cool.
Very cool.
Thank you, Victor.
All right, this is Jason L. I'm a complete novice in terms of beard trimming. How do I trim while allowing length to continue? The first picture is my month and half-ish, almost 2-month mark. I attempted to groom it in the second picture. I just don't want it to take the length off the length.
Okay, so first thing to address that question, he says, how do I trim while allowing length to continue? So super basic answer, then we'll get more in depth with your actual pictures. But the basic answer is, to do that, you need to trim less than what you grow. So for example, if you trim every 2 months, if you're, hey, what you doing, Mayor?
Oh, I'm not supposed to try that one now?
No. We got.
I didn't know there was a system. I mean, you know, I should have known. You had the bottle opener out like perfect.
Gosh,
you're like military set.
We're gonna pick.
Okay.
We're gonna have the chat.
I think
involved.
it's my live stream. I'm getting too. I'm just doing things
comfortable.
Now. I know. Going my own way.
If you grow for 2 months, and let's say you have average growth, which would be a ½ inch a month. So let's say every 2 months you grow 1 inch of beard. To continue your length, you need to trim less than that inch. Super simple. Now that depends on your goal. The Mayor, you had said recently that you trim probably about every month to 2 months.
Yep.
Now the Mayor isn't concerned with gaining length, so he doesn't have to worry about really how much he's taking off. He just wants to get his beard looking the way he wants.
When it looks off balance or things like that.
Yep, exactly. So very, very simple. Trim less than the amount that you grow. That would be one way. Now, we can give you more specific when we take a look at your picture here. Mary got caught cheating. Yeah, man, I had it all set. I was waiting on it. I was ready. I thought it was going to be cool.
You're such a big brother, making all the rules.
All right. Hey, Jason. Okay, awesome, man. So, okay, first off, mustache. Mayor, what are your thoughts here versus there versus anywhere?
Well,
not underwear.
I just want to say, there aren't a ton of, like, I just think you pull off that's awesome. I love the look that you kind of have created with your styling, with the mustache that dials. And I mean, if that, you know, this, like, you're hiring a hitman, that guy's gonna show up. He's like, it's a great look.
James Bond
phenomenal.
character.
And I think as you continue to fill out, just more and more gonna get there. I love that shape of doing that with the mustache.
The style?
For you, yes.
Okay.
You know, and I would say more often than not, I would be against it. So, and then the beard itself, really, really good. I don't know if you're trimming cheek line or not, or doing anything like that. What would you guess with that?
Over here, it does look like a little bit,
okay.
Yeah. But and real quick, so just staying on the mustache real quick here. I would continue to grow this. If you're gonna go with the handlebar, continue to grow this portion of your mustache so you can work that into your handlebar. If you stayed over here, Jason, I would encourage you to either try the lazy walrus and get it off the lip or trim along the lip line. The one thing that I don't like with mustaches, and I don't even think this is a personal preference thing, I just don't think it's a good look, is I don't like when the mustache curls into the lip. I don't mind it covering the lip, I don't mind it being over the lip, but when it actually curls into the lip, I don't think that is a good look for anybody. So I would either, if this is what you want to do, adjust the style or trim. If this is what you want to do, continue to grow it out when it'll get long enough and it'll start sweeping to the side and you can curl it into that handlebar. So you're at a crossroads there with what you want to decide. Mayor, you're digging the handlebar?
Yeah, I mean, I am. What's the trim on a handlebar? You keeping the under the nose a little shorter?
No, so just the tips,
okay.
Just the side there. If you're going for a true handlebar and you want that boy as bad as possible, bad means good, kids, as bad as possible, you're just going to continue to roll. Essentially, let me show you here. Essentially, what you're going to do is that middle part, you're going to continue to roll out and into that handlebar, and essentially it's just going to add more and more volume. And once that hair gets right here and there's nowhere it can go, it starts tipping back towards that handlebar and just keeps it getting better and better and better. There's a really big guy who posts content on IG and TikTok. He shows his handlebar mustache trims. It's literally you handlebar it up and then you snip it wherever you would like, and that is it.
I thought you were talking about me until you got. I'm the big guy on that. Have you ever tried getting yours into a handlebar?
Yeah, I hate it.
Okay.
I hate it. It's just not for me in the
Never
slightest.
in public? Like, there's not one picture in the world?
Nope,
okay?
Nope, zero. maybe a wedding really early on for a colleague of ours. I waxed my mustache and not waxed it, but I waxed it. And so, yeah, lots and lots of wax. Brian actually posted a picture today in the Facebook group of his handlebar mustache.
Yeah, he does a good job.
But it real, like, I think it was his most prominent handlebar mustache. So keep that going. And Lope, man, I see the message. Thank you so much for Super Chat. We'll hit that question just in a second here. All right. But then to his main questions here. He wants to continue growing his beard out, but he's concerned with trimming off length. Mayor, as somebody that has a beard of this length, but he has a different goal than you. He wants to continue to grow it out. What are your thoughts? What's your advice for Jason on that specific aspect?
I think it has to come from the perspective of with a curlier hairstyle, kind of like a scuba style hair. The less you take off, the better. It's almost like with a curly hair. I would imagine you could almost style things. When I was talking about being uneven and knowing when a trim is, you might be able to just kind of like brush it out and make that. So it should be the last thing that you're thinking about. Put the scissors away, put the clippers down, and then just go. Because you gotta with that little bit fuller, thicker, more curly hair, it's gonna take a while longer than it would for somebody with a straighter hair type.
Yeah, I agree, Jason. I think the only time if you're going bigger and you said you don't want to lose length, the only time we start thinking about a trim is when it starts to look bad, when it starts to look transparent. And as the mayor said, you do have that curly, dense type of beard, which usually does not lend itself to a lot of transparency. It just lends itself to slower growth unless you straighten it. And by growth, what I mean noticeable growth. It's growing the same amount, but it's just growing in a different direction. The shortest distance from point A to B is a straight line, right? That's the same for getting your beard longer. Yours is not going from A to B in a straight line. So my advice, and I hate giving this advice, but it's genuine, it's true. Just keep growing at this point. You should not consider trimming at all if you want to get more length. There's nothing. I don't even see a single spot here where I'm like, yeah, I could see a little bit of a trim. And if people are new here, they're probably like, man, that's 2 in a row. They told him just keep growing. No, we give that advice. I don't mind saying trim or even take it down. There's just not much there. Just keep growing, man. Looks great.
And just one last thing to just put in the back of your mind and pull it out when you feel like it. You're one of the rare people that could rock a short beard style and a handlebar. You know, keeping it tight like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look good.
Absolutely.
So, you could always. We won't say scuba trim because he's probably going.
No, yeah. Well, if he's going bigger, do not consider that.
But I'm just throwing that out there that I feel like it lines up where he could do that shorter style.
If he wanted to maintain it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it looks great. Looks great. Now, guys and girls out there, I did throw a link in the chat right now for our giveaways tonight from Whiskey and Hardtack. Nothing to do with Facebook, just simply for being here, being subscribed. Sign up. We got 2 different giveaways. One will be in the nearest future, and then the other one will be at the very end of the show. At the very end of the show here. All right. So a couple questions. Lopes says, will trimming the lip prevent a thicker mustache from developing? How can I get the chin area to get denser like YouTube? All right, great questions here. First one, funny you asked that. Somebody literally an hour before the stream messaged me with the same question. And I don't get this often. This is really interesting, where they wanted to have a mustache, but they do not want to have a thick mustache. So what I sent them was a link to, and Los, if you message me or email me, I'll be happy to send you the same link, to thinning shears. Now, if you don't know what that is, essentially they are shears that have they're like scissors, they have little cuts all along the blade, and what it does is it goes in and cuts your hairs at different lengths, but in a uniform way, right? If you go in with scissors and you're cutting at different levels and stuff, it's gonna look terrible. Don't do it.
Or it goes straight and it looks terrible.
Right.
Like a crew cut, like hairline.
When you're doing head hair, absolutely, because the hair is so thin, and what it does is it just gives you a natural line. That is the only way I recommend taking any bulk out of your mustache. Now, do I have a video on that? No, because I'm never going to take bulk out of my mustache. That's my favorite part of my mustache. But if that is what you are looking for, thinning shears will help you out to be able to go through. Now, the second thing is, how can I get the chin area to get denser like you two? Man, tough question. There are some things you can do to hedge your bet or get the ball rolling in your direction, but most of it comes down to genetics, patience, and healthy habits. If it's meant to be, you can help yourself out the most ways possible by all the things we talk about on this channel, drinking enough water, getting the right nutrients, doing the right grooming, having the right products. But if it's not in the cards, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Now, interesting that you say that. This bottle opener that I have right here is the Beard Octane bottle opener. Now, the reason why this bottle opener works is that opening is actually a part of their logo, and it's just a spot that many guys do not have a strong growth area in, and unfortunately never will. Now, I've covered things on the channel, and I might have some stuff coming out in the future that, in the near future actually, that can give you a shot at growing, right? If you look up DNC bearded patch or beard patch, there's a video that's scientifically backed with studies that can help you grow hair. Now, is it a miracle? Is it an overnight cure? No, but it can kind of move the needle in your direction. So that's a tough one, man. I wish I had a magical answer, but unfortunately it doesn't exactly exist. So yeah, thank you, Los. Dan, you don't have the whole open space under your chin in front of the neck. Is this because you trim the underbeard, or is it the styling? Okay, so you don't have the whole. Is that the same spot that he's talking about there, or is that another spot?
Maybe the French fork, or I don't know.
You don't have the whole / open space under your chin in front of your neck. Okay, so maybe. Is this because you trim your underbeard, or is it styling? I do not trim my underbeard. So the only trim that I make, you guys, is right along the bottom. That's it. Literally, the only thing I touch is that bottom of the beard, which does help to get that density and that backing. If that's what you're asking.
Ken said, yeah, French fork, but
okay.
Ken's on the OG.
Yeah, so I do have a French fork. I'm just really good at styling it so you guys don't see it as much or notice. And I'm really good at wearing shirts that complement my beard. That is one of the biggest successes of my beard, you guys, is that I completely wear my wardrobe based on my beard. And that sounds ridiculous to a lot of people. You will never see me wear a light shirt. You'll never see me wear this shirt if the logo was under my beard. But notice where the Stay Bearded is at. It's a nice color. It's not that bad. But if this lighter part was under it, it's going to mess up the look of my beard. So I just don't do it.
The life of being on camera is real. That's real.
The lighting is not forgiving when it comes to something like that.
I don't hang up my work shirts, but I do hang up my beard t-shirts because I want them to just be as good as possible, last long.
Yep, absolutely. And guys, the link to the the link to the giveaway is always in the description. Every video or live stream we do, but I will put it in the chat periodically as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, awesome questions, you guys. Thank you so much there. Hey, Rich L, thank you, man.
Man, this show is just feeling it's popping.
It's different. I'm different. I'm different. I'm different.
We get some looks from some scouts. No, it just feels like the energy is good, and you guys are hitting these great questions that are awesome. I know what's coming, and we got some great different guys and different topics to talk about. I'm excited.
Yeah, Molly, exactly. And Molly, I do have a really good pair that, not a barber level, but a really good Amazon pair for somebody for their mustache. I actually personally own them, and we use them for my head hair and the boys' head hair. It works very, very well. Close together teeth for the mustache. Absolutely. So thank you for that add-on, Holly. Or not Holly, Molly. Molly, Holly. We got some great women in here. All right.
No, that's true.
And we're going to switch over real quick to the honey glazed.
We're proceeding to phase 2.
And I'm assuming all of you guys hit that thumbs up. You haven't, because we got about 40 people that have not hit it yet. Just a kind softball pitch. If you forgot, this would be a fantastic time to hit that. If you do not want to, that's okay.
We haven't earned it yet.
We haven't earned it.
We just like you to stick around and see if we can.
I like that.
That's all we need.
So I'm going to switch this down to the bottom to the instructions for how you guys can send in. It is a pinned comment, but yeah.
Yep. Like I said earlier, beardadvicelive@gmail.com.
Honey glazed. Go ahead, Mayor. Dig in.
Oh, I get to go for it?
Yeah.
All right.
Honey glazed beef steak. Let's see what you think there.
All right.
I'll get the next one loaded and rolling. And again, I appreciate all of you guys being here so much, man. This is, like I said, just a fantastic show. The mayor and I were texting earlier, and we're like, man, we love our Wednesdays. And it's like Wednesday, like a lot of people complain about Mondays, and I don't know if it's just like Command's Corner, but I don't mind Mondays at all. And I'm like, cool. It's usually at about the end of the workday on Wednesday where I'm like, man, I'm beat. Like, life's kind of beating me down, you know? Like, there's just a lot right now on stuff. And so Wednesday nights is like, man.
We help people with things that we know, and they are grateful for it, and they're nice to each other. That's living, man.
Yeah. And Patrick says, do you think it's a good idea to take out thickness out of the beard? I've never seen a situation where I could think like, okay, that's a good idea to take away thickness.
Unless you're trying to get rid of the beard.
Yeah, no, I cannot. I do not see a single circumstance where that would be a good idea. Yeah, so not at all there. Okay, what do you think on that one?
Good.
Good?
I like the texture. It's less flavor than the cherry, but it's good.
Okay. Yeah, the cherry, I will be, again, honest, I'll give it about a 7. I don't like how light the texture was. I want to eat meat. I want to bite into something and know that this is nature that I'm eating. And that felt like it's like put together kind of nature. I want straight up nature. And the flavor is a little bit sweet for me on jerky, but we'll see here with this one as we hit the next one as we go through.
This is Lindle. I sent in before, but I'm at my year mark. So I'm just doing a health check. Is there anything you guys think I should do? Transparency trim, cheeks, or whatever. I think I'm doing good. I listen to you guys all the time, but just wanted extra set of eyes or 2 sets to give any ideas. I know I need to do sideburns and a haircut next month when I get home. But if you can see anything, let me know. I don't know if I should just keep going for now or time to clean up.
Awesome. And absolutely, guys, thank you so much. Animal says, thanks for the tip about putting your tongue behind the lip while doing the brush. Absolutely. That was one of those things I like developed without even thinking. I just did, and I was like, oh, that's important. And so it does make a big difference when you're blending it into the beard for sure. And yeah, never ever take away the thickness. And also, real quick, update on ski. It is definitely different than Mountain Dew. It's not Mountain Dew like really at all. I would say it's like a natural soda. If it was for Wednesday night for our treat, how would this fit into like my top 5 of Mountain Dews? It wouldn't. It probably wouldn't scratch the top 10. But I'm super happy we have it. In all sincerity, it's a really cool experience.
Cool experience, yeah.
Yep, exactly. Okay, Dan, you need to go to Argentina. It's basically nothing but straight up meat everywhere. Hey, count me in. If I had to do like an extreme diet, I really could do the carnivore diet.
Open a restaurant, it would be called Straight Up Meat Everywhere.
Yeah, meat everywhere. There is meat, that restaurant in Lansing.
Yes,
yeah, meat.
The Meat Mountain.
Yep. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, baby! Thank you, my man. And I believe we know this is one of the fellow truck drivers out there. So very, very cool, man. Thank you for sending in.
Awesome.
Hey, we actually have I'm going to give him a special shout out here. I believe, let me know if this is who I think it is, but we have a hot, new, up-and-coming music artist who just released an album and some songs. Maybe one of your former students, but just a student that came up through our schools and friends of friends. So super excited to have somebody local that's recording and killing it. And Meat Commander, thank you, Michael, for that 2-month, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, if this is who I believe it, I'm almost positive there. Drop a message and go ahead and give a little plug for the couple hundred people we got in here that are super supportive and want to check you out. So. Yeah, a little product of our school, which is cool. All right. I was taken away by his beard, so I couldn't even think about the advice here. He said, is there anything you guys think I should do? Transparency trim, cheeks, anything. He essentially is just saying, yeah, side beard pick Amrit is legendary. Or epic. Absolutely agree. He's pretty much saying, hey, what do you think? Guys, girls in the chat, is there anything that you have? So, hey, there it is. Okay. Hey, it's me. Appreciate the love. Absolutely, man. Super cool. Yeah, check it out on all platforms. I follow him on Instagram and got the music elsewhere too. So if you guys like kind of that new age, kind of young hip hop type R&B, rap, soul type stuff, he's killing it. All right. And I know this is usually my world here, but Mayor, any thoughts, anything that you see that stands out to you?
Yeah, for some reason, the side profile is striking to me.
It's crazy.
And I think that is the essence of your beard, all right? So I would say stay away from trimming because it just really looks great, and I wouldn't want you to kind of draw a straight line and lose that volume that you have. You're doing great. I feel like it's like one of our graduates.
Yeah.
Kind of took some advice. It's wonderful.
Yeah. No, so my man, I think you are approaching a transparency trim from the front, and I think that's what the mayor was saying. Like, you see the front, it's like, maybe, but then you see the side, and you're like, oh, dang, goodness. So for me, if I had to give you some full-out advice here, I don't think it's time to do anything yet. You're approaching it. You're probably a month or two away for a little transparency trim at the bottom, but you're probably not quite there yet. All right, we got beard tube. Okay, all right. Hannah says that my beard is really stupid and dumb. You guys and girls in the chat, I have a feeling Hannah did not say that.
A pretty girl wouldn't do that.
I think that doo-doo head is
seeking
fibbing
for you, and that's a red flag.
That's a bad sign, Hannah.
If not a deal breaker.
Hannah, red flag, red flag. Get out, get out.
I don't know if Hannah will ever see this
Hannah,
footage.
If you need some help, wink twice and tap your ear 3 times. Okay? 1, 2. Give us the ear tap 3 times, and we'll make sure we get the help out there. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know a company that has Scuba's address. They sent him confetti once, so I'd be happy to go get that as it goes through.
Nothing like mail-in paper.
Chat, I do apologize for calling him a doo-doo head that crossed the line. I take that back.
We step over sometimes.
Sometimes it's getting close to 10 o'clock, so it does happen from time to time. But Hannah, I know she's probably saying like, oh yeah, his beard's not as good as yours, baby. No, she's saying your beard, his beard's not as good as yours, baby. But then it's like the little torpedo in her brain.
No, there's just a seed of doubt.
A seed. And then next week, she's like, you know what, honey? I think you should consider growing your beard. And then in 2 weeks, she's like, you know what, honey? I think you should grow Dan's beard. I mean, a big beard.
Ooh.
Yeah, it slips out.
It's a Freudian slip.
Yeah, it slips out. So, yes. All right. I would never call you a pee-pee face or a stupid dumb butt. This is kind of out of hand. All right.
I like how he came back. That's the first time he's ever visited and come back. This is this is a landmark show. I don't know what it is a landmark for, but it's a landmark show.
Scuba, white flag. Yeah,
I'm
I'm a history teacher, so that means we truce. All right, truce. I call surrender. No more bullying. Okay, no more bullying. And Scott agrees with me. So, I mean, we're back. We're good. We're even. So, Scuba, truce. See the side beard, Hannah? This one's for you. See that body? See that? Uh-huh. I even like the side beard even on this one from a distance.
But that's, yeah.
Uh-huh. And Scuba does like whiskey and hardtack, so he does get a little area there. So yes. That is Scuba, yes, Mr. Wolverine. He does have the YouTube check next to his name, so yes.
Hannah, you stay with him. If a guy can make you laugh, that is numero uno, because life needs laughs.
And he doesn't have a whole lot else going for him, so the laughing is real important. No, just kidding. Love you guys. Go enjoy that food. Hannah, it was nice to virtually meet you. Scuba, love you, buddy. All right, let's pop back here. That was fun. Thanks for sending it in, Scuba. All right, yeah, you're close to a transparency trim, but not now. And you have some of the most legendary stripes going on right there. So good. So good. And Scuba did confirm he does love whiskey and hardtack. Oh, also, by the way, solid 7.5 on the honey glazed jerky.
You've been watching the Olympics. Is that why you're giving it? Well, no, that's kind of what we do. All right, this is E. Freshly dyed. Yes, I'm not 29 anymore. Washed condition. Almost 2 months out from last maintenance. Coming up on the 2-year anniversary. Thoughts. Oh, and don't worry about hurting my feelings. Her lawyer already got those in the settlement. I had to leave that in. I liked it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I had to leave this in because I thought about the same thing. I was like, I thought about taking it out, and then I was like, no, that's too good. That is too good.
I mean, maybe we're creating, like, guys can come up with a funny one-liner and throw it in. You get your best little wit.
Agreed entirely.
And then we will take them and use them as our own.
We love it. The little wit, the little humor in there is so good. All right, so let's check this one out. And he's just saying, hey, thoughts, what do you guys think on this one? Give us your advice here. So E, thanks for sending in, man. First and foremost, we know it takes a lot of courage to do these things, and I appreciate you. Mm-hmm. Now, do have some thoughts here, man. I do have some things that I think could really help out your beard. First and foremost, you have fantastic coverage on your beard. Your mustache is thicker than a Snicker. Your beard is covering everywhere that we want it to cover. Now, with that said, my strongest advice to you would be to stop dyeing your beard. I am not there's very rare situations where I'm a fan of beard dye. The only times where I really see it being something that is a good option is when it takes away from the structural integrity of the beard. Now, what do I mean by that? When somebody's beard looks like there's a big patch or a missing spot because the hair is just very, very light colored as compared to the rest of the beard. In this one, man, I want your beard to be able to live its natural color, right? You said you're not 29 anymore. Embrace it. We love gray, silver, white beards in this community. I know many, many women that love gray, white, silver beards as well. I think you should let it go. Now, one of the tough spots is to let it go. You are going to have those roots growing in a different color. I would say either trim it down as it comes in or just ride the wave and see how it goes there. But that's going to be my first thing. First and foremost is 100%. Let's get that beard going natural, E. Let's let it come in. I feel very strongly about that. It's not something I say in passing or I say lightly. I think your beard would be better than ever if you embrace that.
All right, and I'm just gonna say I think Dan's suggestions are amazing, and let me throw something else at you out there, okay? If for some reason you're just not gonna go gray on your beard, but you want to have a beard and you're gonna stay with a dye, I would strongly consider looking at maybe going with the shaved head or bald, or fading it a little bit into the head hair. This would be an excellent, if you were to shave your head, it would be fantastic.
And I actually love that point that he makes there, because one of the reasons I do not like the dyed beard is it does not look natural with the transition from your head hair to your beard.
And it is freshly. We know that you said it was like just then that you did that. So
Yep. But with that, I mean, people are going to see you that day. They're going to see you that week. And I think the mayor's right. If you want to go with the dyed beard, I don't think it looks terrible. I don't think the color looks obnoxious or really bad. It's just that with your head hair, it really stands out. I would love to see you. Another thing that I think surprises people is that how embraced that bald and bearded is. It's a whole segment. It's a whole universe, and people love it.
And there's women that specifically look for that look.
Correct. And I've never heard someone shave their head and regret it. They all say, I wish I did it earlier. So that would be something, again, you sent in here, and we're just giving you this hopefully helpful advice. And this yo said, can he dye everything because the beard color looks strong? I don't think that would look natural. I think that if his head hair was dark like that as well, I think people would see it and say, he dyes his hair, his beard, his head hair. For me personally, I don't think that would be a good option, but I do know what you're saying. So my overall advice, above all, would be to go bald and bearded and to embrace the natural color of your beard. But I do 100% see where the mayor's coming from. If you want to rock it, you don't like the gray, try to go bald and bearded at that point. So
it's just a couple options.
Yep. Now, anything additional with the styling? You think a heated brush? You think a little bit of heat plus tension equals a little direction, or you like it how it is? What you got, Mayor?
I do think on the side there, a heated brush might be something you would consider. It looks, just to give it a little bit more of a brush down, a little. I mean, with the dye, it looks pretty darn thick as it is.
Right.
So maybe that's not anything, but if you're looking to have like a super on point feel for it, that a little bit of a heat routine on the sides might be considered.
Yeah, and Scott brings up a good point too. If you are going to go all in, it's not just your beard, it's not just your head hair. You also have to maintain the eyebrows and really any hair. Great point, Scott. Yeah, really
that's the thing
add
about
on.
dyeing, maintenance.
Yeah,
it's
right. As it grows in, you got to maintain it. There's nothing worse than seeing those roots a totally different color. So, man, you on point feedback all around. Mayor, chat, everybody. And Bearded Barbarian says, I agree with bald and bearded. Took the plunge. Best decision ever. I sincerely hear that from everybody, to the point where it makes me curious about my own, but I'm not there yet. More importantly, Sam's not there yet. But there are a lot that really likes that.
I'll never be there. That was my Prince Charming from Shrek.
Yeah. Is your dad still rocking it?
He's got
nice?
hair, yeah.
Nice. My dad, not so much. But Alicia says bald and bearded for sure, right? Supportive wife in here saying that. So absolutely.
So think about all the
Molly.
I don't think we've ever given so many menu options to somebody. There's a lot to think about, and you can try more than one.
Yeah. I respect and agree with all of them, but I feel very strongly bald and bearded, natural beard style. Even consider just going down low with a trim. Take some buzzers, bring it real down low, let it grow in naturally. I don't want you shaving. That's crazy talk. But buzz it down low. And then, as Holly said, right, you had 3 women so far that have said bald and bearded would look fire, would look fantastic.
If I was in charge, you would let it go to the natural color and go bald and bearded, personally.
And he's child-free, so there we go. Child-free dude, Mr. E right there, man. So, yeah, thank you for sending in.
Great discussion. Really cool. I bet how many guys out there thought of it brings up the ideas in their head. That's what we're doing here.
Absolutely. And Vado says, fun fact, I've been rocking just oil for the last couple days and really dig the feel. Been trying to tell you guys for about 3 years now. Oil only during the day is the way to go. Butter at night for that nourishment. There's just something about being untamed, unleashed, let your styling do the work as opposed to trying to control the style. I like that. Let the styling do the work as opposed to trying to control the style. For example, today we had 20 to 30 miles per hour winds with gusts up into the 50s and 60s. When I walked into work, my whole entire face just wind blasted. When I got into work, if I had balm or butter in my beard would be a wreck for the rest of the day. But since it wasn't, I have not touched my beard, you guys. This is after a full day of work with crazy wind, with a mask on, because I went oil only. And Vado does not have a super long beard. So something to consider, especially if you wear a mask. You don't want to have any butter or balm underneath that.
Tonight I experienced what I think is one of the worst places for a beard. That would be the pool deck above. It's so humid. I took a picture of the Facebook group last weekend. I look at it, and it was like the volume of it just like popped out immediately.
Now, imagine being on the pool deck, being like yelling, screaming, active with a huge beard. It was not the best place for it at all. But if you had balm or butter, it would be so much worse. So much worse. And yes, exactly. Oil during the day, oil and butter before bed. Yep, fantastic.
And a short beard, just my opinion on that. Completely agree. I don't like wearing butter during the day.
Yeah, I don't eat, and it's something you go through. Everybody goes through it. You experience it, and you often like it because I think this is kind of a progression of having a beard, especially when it's shorter. You feel like a perfectionist, right? If your head hair, I would be willing to bet the mayor can dial in his head hair perfect. You can know exactly how it looks, and it's usually with pomades and products. And we transfer that logic to our beards when it's short, and we become perfectionists. At least I was. And you want to do that with styling products. And then once you get that out of your head and you realize a beard is not perfect, I got little poofy doofies over here, got little loopy whoopies over here. Once you let that go, it's just such a good feeling.
The power of meh. Leave it alone. Let it be meh.
It really is. So great topic. Everything just seems to be going. So you may kind of answer that, but to be definitive, do you wear balm?
On very rare occasions, I will use a balm as a final styling touch.
Okay.
Bring down flyaways or whatever.
Okay. And to be clear, this is a preference thing. Bill is one of our Facebook moderators, legendary beard, big beard. He prefers oil and butter in the morning. So it is a preference thing. Just kind of sharing through experience where I've heard a lot of people that do prefer that. A year, 2 later, they come back and say, man, I tried oil only. You're right, I liked it. Not to say that everybody has to or everybody will, but it just happens to be my experience that I've heard and seen. I was at the store the other day and heard a random dude say, "What's up, man? I like your beard. Is that weird?" I said, "No, that's super cool. I love that. I wish we could be more open and yeah."
Well, we're gonna grow that. Get rid of these. Be done with the masks. I don't know about you, but my classes, which I would think would be a good metric, are full. The kids are coming back to school. It's like more normal than it has been in 2 years.
I've not had a quarantine in 2 weeks, so yes. Agreed. All right.
Oh, I love this. Daniel asked in father and son follow-up. I scheduled barber's appointments for my father and I to go get our beards trimmed.
Thank you, Bobby.
We're both super stoked with how it came out. I did a small transparency myself, so the barber didn't have to do too much on the length of my beard. And I started blow drying my beard like recommended. Also, we took photos a couple days after the barber, so I didn't have it to look perfect, unreal look.
Love that.
And that means that tells us he's been watching.
Love that.
Because we talk about that all the time, guys, of that walking out. And I have several pictures they're great pictures, but they're not realistic. To maintain that. I always talk about a short beard being a range of growth. I'd say I'm fuller than I'm towards the full range right now. It's not that you're not gonna do that every day. You're just not gonna achieve that.
Love that. That in the barber chair photo is not obtainable. It's not sustainable. I got to put the mayor on the spot here real quick. Something that I thought of. So somebody had asked, how often do you trim a short to medium beard? And the mayor's answer, I believe you said like every 2 months.
1 to 2 months for the beard.
Okay. So that's where my problem is.
All right.
I'm calling you out here. I don't think you've ever gone 2 months without a beard trim. Your longest ever was No Shave November when you didn't trim. I don't think you made it to 2 months.
Well, what are we talking? Like, I guess.
A beard trim, like taking clippers to your beard.
Right. So
I
guess when I took the question as meaning like, how often do you like have it'll be a Saturday morning for me because I'm rusted. I can have the time that I need to do it. How often do you have one of those days where you're trying to recut the line in and that? So I'd say every 1 or 2 months I will I'll get to a growth point where I'm like, I need to do some serious, rather than just patch,
I disagree.
Okay.
Because that month you got your beard the longest, but I think that's the first month you ever went without trimming.
I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
I don't get the scissors out much anymore.
Okay, now though, but wasn't that was the longest your beard's been so short lately though?
Was this like a month ago or something like that? Right before it came back.
Let's track it, because I don't think you've gone 2 months.
I think I need to be more woke to my beard, like paying attention to when I'm messing with it and when I'm not.
Especially when people are asking questions.
So I think what you're getting at is that I maybe not conscious of how many times I pick up like a Brio and just touch something up.
Probably.
I would agree with that.
Probably, because the only reason I thought of it is at the end of November, your beard was the longest it's ever been, and you started November and said, I'm not going to trim my beard, which you had never done before.
That was actually basically the beginning of October I started doing because I had a significantly short trim.
At that time?
And I'm like, just going to ride it out through.
So that would probably be your closest
1 to 2 months. I would say it was a good 40 days, 45 days.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
all right.
Again, that wasn't starting from nothing. It was starting from where it was.
Right. Yeah. I just thought that was interesting.
No, I
because
definitely...
the answer surprised me because everybody was on the longer side, but I do think that there's some dysmorphia in brains and they don't realize how often they trim because short beard, like 2 months is super significant amount of time. Like think about that. That's for most people is well more than an inch of growth. Like that's a lot of growth to not trim for a short beard.
Maybe a trim diet, maybe some kind of thing where I put in my phone each time I touch it up, kind of pay attention to it and look at it more realistically.
Yeah,
I like that. You're always challenging me to be a little bit more aware. I don't want to give.
And it was everybody shocked me because the answers I had answered for a general one, and then everybody was like, "No, I do this," and I'm like, "Man, like my beard's real long, and I trim every 4 to 5 months, but every 2 months for a short beard, that's significant." So that stuck out to me.
Too frequent or too that I'm doing? I'm much more.
I think you're doing it much more than you thought. But
again, you may be right.
Yeah, could be.
It may have been. I'll have to look at that. I think maybe just kind of like documenting that. That's the whole thing.
In the chat, take a deep dive right now. How often do you think you trim your beard? Right, and I think most of us probably trim our mustache more frequently. But your beard, meaning you get out, we're not talking like clipping flyaways, but if you're going down the bottom, you're doing different things, how often?
So so not a touch up, but a full trim?
Right. Well,
let's distinguish those terms.
So I would say that the only difference of a touch up and a trim is a touch up is just hitting little areas, just like a little flyaway. But a trim for you would be busting out the Brio and going through your lines. So, and I think...
I'm honest, I don't know. I think I'm going to look at this because I don't get the Brio out.
But just think about that November. That's what stuck out to me. You started it. You said, I'm not going to trim this month. And I think that was the longest I knew your beard had gone and not had been trimmed.
You know what? That's a fair point.
So, and if you said it was short in October, that could be. But 2 months, like that's a lot of growth. So every 3 months, Diablo's got a longer beard.
I have to go back and figure out because I remember it was a Wednesday that I got that super short trim.
Yeah.
We'll figure out.
And for me, it's super simple because I post every trim I do. So like my documentation is like very, very, very basic. Once every 2 months for transparency, every 6 weeks, 3 to 4, 2. And again, it's tough because we have bigger, longer beards here as they're coming through. Every 6 months, okay, Bill, all right, that. Every 7th month. That is super specific, Eric. Every 7 months. 4 to 5, okay? 2 to 3. See, there's nobody in here that's saying I trim every month. There's not been a single person that says that.
I mean, I did. My answer, I believe, was that I do my mustache every 2 to 4 weeks. But I do the beard. And maybe when I'm trimming them, you might be right. I clip a little bit with my scissors or I kind of touch up things that I'm not. I don't know. I'm going to pay attention to it.
So still, nobody has said they trim more. I think the shortest answer we had was 6 weeks. So that's interesting to me because...
You think that we're off on our...
Some people. The bigger beards, probably not. Mm-hmm. But the shorter beards, I know a lot do trim more than that. And some of you, I know you do because you send in every time you trim. So, yeah, it's interesting. Here's Richard. He said, probably trim once a month, but I work in a psych hospital. We're not... Okay, and that is circumstance plays a big part, too. Like, what you do, where you work for. For example, we were in a stream earlier today, and someone said that... they thought COVID and quarantine was good for beards. I said I thought it was a net neutral. I thought that being at home and having masks helped some people grow a beard, but I also think it killed a lot of beards where guys could not take wearing a mask with any substantial beard. And then somebody said, well, they weren't wearing the right mask. And I said, kind of. There's many professions that required it snug under the chin or required a certain type of mask. If I had to wear like an N95, man, that would be rough. That would be rough. So, yeah, that would be. There's always circumstances that we have there, and yeah, some people just grow really fast, really thick, and you have at least a above average growth rate. You have good growth.
I'm gonna give myself a B plus actually. B
for
plus, not
growth
A,
rate.
Yeah, I think it goes pretty fast.
Yeah, you have definitely good growth rate there. So, yeah, absolutely. All right. Dan, sorry guys.
You kind of held it to me there on that. I'll go back.
Yeah,
and get
but
that's fair. Like it's a good
I had
point.
been meaning to ask you, and then it just hit me on this, and it was like, okay,
give it to me though. That's good. That's good. Push it. That's how we get better.
That's right. Dan S. and his father sent in. Essentially, Dan was growing his beard, and he essentially, in a friendly way, like encouraged or challenged his father to grow his beard. Let's check these updates.
Kind of a bonding thing for them.
And I think they even said that, yeah. And I love these updates right here. So first off, Dan S., man, once again, addition by subtraction. Does it or does it not look like his beard has more volume and width with a trim?
Oh, it is all the good things. All the things, even with the trim. Even
if we were to measure from here to here, and then from here to here, his beard is wider and has more volume in the after than the before. That is fantastic. And like, I wonder if people plan this, and this is a genuine question. The befores always have kind of like a not so great look on the face, and then the afters have a smile. You can see it in the eyes. You can see it in the mouth. Like, is it just natural and subconscious, or is there like a little planning?
I think when guys send in, they're not like they're asking, they're open, they're putting themselves out there, and they don't want to overly like, smirk.
And then they're happy with the results.
Now they got it.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. That makes sense, man. And yeah, Todd, I agree with you 100% there that he looks happier too. But it looks good. Hey, Dave and Diane, how you guys doing? But yeah, it looks really good. I agree, Fitz. It's just a killer beard. Now, one of my favorites, if you guys are on Instagram or our Facebook group, I posted this as like a little appetizer. The dad. I don't know why I love these like touch-up trims so much, and there's a lot going on here. So, Mayor, what do you see? I
see a guy who looks about 20 years younger.
Right?
You know, that's the biggest thing I see.
With a more full and longer beard.
Right.
Can we establish that when people say a beard makes you look older? Sometimes, sure, I'll give you that. He looks 20 years younger with a bigger, more full beard. That's unbelievable. So break it down. There's things I don't think people even notice right now. Mayor, what do you see?
All right, so what we saw was definitely the neck growth needed cleaned up, especially at that length. It was just
amazing,
it didn't fit, and it looks fantastic. The head hair is gone, and this is why we talk about bald and bearded. It can be a fantastic. Actually, taking off the hair makes you look younger in some cases.
Yes. It's Mr. Allen said.
Yeah, Dad does win.
Yeah, Mr. Allen said, same guy. I believe this. I don't think they pulled the bait and switch on us. I believe this is the same human. bald and bearded. Oh my gosh, that underbeard. And can we appreciate the shape of this beard right now? You got that nice line right here. The training, you can see the beard is training towards the front. That beautiful line. How about the fade? Look at the ears, look at the sideburns here, and look at the fade. Whoever you guys go to for a barber, continue. You found a winner. And we don't say that often, but you found a winner, man. That is amazing. It looks purposeful and put together. How cool is that?
These are the trophies that we put on our shelves for this show.
Yes.
You know, and there's been a few of them through, but wow.
Yes.
And I just hope you feel as good as you look.
So, for example, we do fully plan on attacking and blitzing the market this summer for the mayor and myself to go to different barber schools and different barber shops and show them what we believe should be done with beards. And Molly and others encouraged said, hey, build a resume from this show of some before and afters. This will be one that we use. This will be one where we say, hey, we didn't do the trim.
No.
But we guided with advice. And when I say we, it's everybody that's in here right now. And look at the results. Look at the impact right here. Unbelievable.
Right. And the big thing is self-confidence, because you know you look better. You're going to be happier running out to the store, day-to-day stuff. That's what I found. Like, that's been my beard journey, is being happier with myself, feeling a little bit cooler, a little bit more, just a little bit more swagger, whatever, changing your image a bit to build self-confidence and enjoy life more.
Yes.
That's where I'm at with my beard journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And many of us. And the final statement here, this is exactly what a beard can do for your jawline, your chin structure, and just your overall face shape. In this picture, he has a chin that's very similar to the mayor, very similar to mine. Not the most pronounced, not the most defined, which there's nothing wrong with that. That's just how it is. Look at the shape of this chin from here to here. He went to God of War with a chiseled out, strong chin and jawline. Immaculate job, fantastic job by this barber. I can't say that enough. I tipped that barber very well. I'm sure you did. But man, I want to sit on this.
I was thinking this walking out to my car today. I said, if you would have told me that I feel like I look twice as good with a beard as without, at the beginning of my journey, it would have been laughable. But it's really true, and I'm not the only one that thinks that. Other people say that too. But it's incredible the change. You know, taking care of a beard, making it look good, but just the feeling of confidence and how much that improves every aspect of your life.
Yes. And let me hit this line real quick right here, because this just hit me like a ton of bricks. This defines this live stream. Let me show you what we mean by that. And thank you, Alan, for saying that, because I would not have been able to articulate that thought. And that's beautiful here. We have a younger gentleman with a very big, full, dense beard who improved by trimming his beard and finding styling ways that we gave advice to. In the same show, the very next slide, we have an older gentleman that went bald and bearded, faded his sideburns, cleaned up the neckline, and has this purposeful look that is amazing with this gray salt and pepper beard. That does define this show right here. Any age, any beard, any goal, we are here to help you.
I mean, I'll say along with this, I don't see us ever stopping doing this.
No.
It just feels like right. It just feels like it's growth. And if you're out there and you think of somebody that you can encourage them to send in, the broader the pool of people, the more stories we can share, the more shared experiences and just learning and growing, and more times this will happen.
And just think we can't obviously measure it or put an exaggeration to it. His life is likely more positive now. At least mine, I feel better about myself when I look good, when I feel good. That is such an amazing transformation. Thank you so much for sending it in, man. So cool. All right, B-Hop, take care, buddy. Glad you got your stuff, man. All right. Awesome. Boom, baby. I don't know if there could be better timing for that. I will throw in the chat the giveaway link. Please hop on that. Mayor, I want you to go through. This is what I was setting up earlier.
Oh, I see.
I want you to go through and just off not a random draw, but
I can do it.
Getting us started.
I'll do random.
No. I want you to pick out 3.
Oh.
And then we're going to have the chat pick which one we do today.
Okay.
So I want you just kind of looking through there as we go through. And we're going to get the giveaway going, you guys. And from there, All you need to do is with the link in the description, the link in the chat, sign up with your name and your email. Thank you, sir. Name and email, and then if you see your name on the screen, comment, and you are the winner. It's as simple as that. You don't need to do anything. Whiskey and Hardtack will reach out to you with the email you signed up with, and they will just need your government name, your shipping address, and that's it. And the cool wrinkle here,
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. This is yours.
Is we are giving away, the 2 giveaways tonight are for 3 oils from Whiskey and Hardtack, and they are going to be the 3 favorites, the first round by myself, and then the last round by the mayor. So you got to stick around not only to find out who wins the giveaway, but also the 3 favorite oils from the mayor with Whiskey and Hardtack, which is cool info to have just in general.
And if you guys know Whiskey and Hardtack, maybe in the chat could tell us a little bit of what would be your 3 from Whiskey and Hardtack.
Yeah, great question. Yeah, drop that right now, guys, if you don't mind. What are your 3? My 3, Icebreaker, which is seasonal, unfortunately, but it is available. I made sure to check that before I put that. Snake Venom, which is a nice, if this is a blue mint, this is a green mint. And then Command's Corner, which is a citrus aquatic cologne. Love, love, love. I just finished my Command's Corner bar soap last week, so love it.
You're going to help me on the profiles for mine because I just like them. Describe.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
All right, thank you.
Does Command's Corner smell like Dial soap? No. Not to me, at least. No, it's I would describe it very accurately as a citrus aquatic cologne. Absolutely. All right. So if you see your name on the screen, guys, please drop a comment, and this win is yours. Let's wait until they claim it to be able to congratulate them. And as long as they are here, it is going to be their win. And we have everybody in the chat dropping their answers here. Have not tried them, man. If we can give a recommendation, Whiskey and Hardtack is a strong, strong recommendation. So enter that giveaway. Hopefully people didn't leave trying to enter the giveaway. Our numbers just dropped, which is fine. That's a better chance for you guys, but something random happened there. So here we go, guys. Our possible winner, as long as they are here, is Smelly Turtle. Ray, are you in the building? Let's see where you're at, my man. And then we will go through with the 3 sticks that the mayor, was that random by you?
Mostly random.
Okay.
And I skipped the teriyaki.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we'll have to see if I can have that. Good call. I'll actually have to check over it once we get the pick winner in there. All right, but is Mr. Smelly Turtle in here? I know sometimes Ray has a tough work schedule and can't stay for the whole thing, so
he was earlier, but
he's here. Yes. Ray, congrats, man. Oops, congrats, man. You won. You don't need to do anything, dude. We will reach out to Whiskey and Hardtack. Will reach out to you. Holly, I have the list here. I'll actually share it with you right now before I forget at all. So I do appreciate that, Mr. and Mrs. Whiskey and Hardtack.
Smelly Turtle, that's a great one. We got two big guys that, I see a lot around. I love it when that happens, people that are active. Smelly Turtle jumps into my Beyond Beardeds on Sundays, is supportive. And that, has meant the world to me as I get better at running a live stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which isn't as easy as it looks. Dan makes it look pretty darn easy, turns out.
There's a whole lot to it that you never think of. Holly, if you could send me a message on Instagram, please do. I will send you a link to it. For whatever reason, it's not letting me pull up your email right now. But Holly, Instagram, if you could, send me a message and we got you. All right. So, Ray, congratulations, man. Love that. Hey, N2, best beard mask in the game. We have 3 options that the mayor selected here randomly, and you guys are going to put your answer in the chat. Are we going to start off with Antelope? All right. Antelope. Honey ham, or buffalo spicy pepper. All right, what are we going with? Antelope, buffalo, or ham? What you got there? All right, I know which one I want, but let's see where the chat lies and the chat falls there. Thank you, Holly. One thing I appreciate about Holly is I'm not a small talker. Like somebody messaged me the other day. It might have been Ray actually. They asked me a question and they were like, oh, sorry, I didn't say hi or anything. I was like, don't say hi to me. Just ask me the question. I don't like, hey, how are you?
I love it. Yeah.
Just hit me with the question.
That's probably where you're at right now.
And Holly never wastes time with that either. She just messaged me and said link. Okay.
I don't know. She talks to me she gives me we have great conversations. I'm just kidding.
You're putting words in my mouth, Mayor. All right, here we go. Antelope, honey ham, antelope, buffalo, buffalo. That's a good song. Antelope, buffalo. Oh man, this is close. Man. Antelope, buffalo.
Between those two.
Between those two, we're going buffalo, guys. We are going. Vado says, "Hey Dan, how are you?" All right. I don't know if we've ever had buffalo jerky.
I think I've had bison. I have, maybe not with around here with you. But yeah, a lot of these I believe they mix with a beef content as well.
You're not supposed to tell them
that.
Oh,
my bad.
Jeez, Mayor. Yeah, they do. They do mix it with beef. But the first two ingredients are American buffalo and beef. So it's not like it's some hidden ingredient down towards the bottom. All right, I'm good here, you guys. So we are going with buffalo with spicy pepper. Spicy pepper here. So I'm excited.
What's the carrier blend on that beef jerky?
Yeah.
No carrier blend?
Nope, not on this one. All right. Food shears. Food shears. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. That's pretty dang scientific right there.
That's like a real Big Brother. See, the Big Brother, my parents, the oldest always had to cut anything that was being shared, and then the other one got to pick. So you want to get it as close as possible.
That's smart. All right, Mayor. You're going with the top dog on that one.
You want to hit yours first, and I will start reading.
Sure. Yep.
You always are so generous and kind of let me go first.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me get this bad boy back. Then I'm going to let you guys know our thoughts on this. My first time ever eating buffalo. Funny enough, the mayor and I are going this summer to Jackson Hole with Copper Johns, and we will see some American buffalo.
All right. This is Sebastian.
Of course, it's the shortest one.
Hey, Sebastian here. I was on the show some time ago, and here is an update. I'm reading it slow. I took your advice and trimmed my goatee and let it grow, and here's the result.
Okay.
And I'm happy if you want to jump over to
eat it.
Okay. All right.
Eat it. First off, there is some spice to it, and if you guys don't know, I am a spice head. There's actually a lot of spice to it, and the flavor is fantastic.
Good.
It is. It is definitely a little spicy in a perfect way. I love this.
Yeah, it's good.
I love this, you guys. This American buffalo, aka bison, is so good. DJ, it's the week before the 4th of July. We come home like the 4th or something like that. Third or 4th.
Third, I think.
Yeah. So it is good. Take a drink. Oh, I'm good. The mayor hit the drink early there. I'm good over here.
Oh, because I'm sitting here chill. It has to be something I must have already got. Yeah. Well, you got a real. You got anything else on your list? No.
So I was in college, and my buddies told me, hey, if you eat a six pack of the Blazing Wings from B-Dubs and you don't drink anything, we'll buy your tab for the rest of the night. I did it, but joke was on me. I couldn't eat or drink anything the rest of the night. It was terrible.
That's not fun.
Terrible.
Not worth it, man.
Have you ever had antelope? It's in here, so not yet, but we will. And there's duck. I've never had duck either. I know a lot of you have, but I've never had duck. All right. Thoughts on the flavor and everything?
I like it. I
love it.
I'm gonna dig in more when you got your moment on Sebastian.
Okay. Boom. All right. What you got, man? I'm gonna take a bite.
All right. So with Sebastian and kind of a couple things. I think the far right was where we were as far as I can't remember how I organized this. Anyways, the beginning was the middle. Here's an update.
I trimmed my goatee.
Yep.
So this is the end result.
Right. And that's so I love the look completely. I would say it just, again, even though we're talking more goatee than full beard, it definitely we always talk about intentionality. That's what you've achieved with this look. I think it's just as it got longer, especially with a goatee sometimes, it is like a dance because it does very much stand out. And I think you really have kind of figured out how to balance that look. Well done.
Unbelievably improved. Unbelievably. Nothing wrong with the goatee here, but I am biased. I am partial to a more full beard, a more dense look. You absolutely correct. This is not comparable. Like, I know everyone has taste and preference. This is a better look. It is fantastic. I love everything you did right here. If this was your current look, I would tell you, hey, just trim it down and you've got an amazing, amazing beard right there. Dude, looks so, so good. The head hair is so freaking cool. Absolute. Another one, just straight up killed it. Just straight up killed it. You and your brother have some amazing
What a
genes.
show. We're not done yet.
I know, it's silly.
But what a great amount. And there's more to come.
Only way is if we got that call, which is too late now. But
it's
hey,
all right.
Hey, that's all right.
I don't even need it though. Like
No,
that used to
I'm
bring me
good.
so much joy. But doing stuff like this show, like I don't know.
Yep.
It's kind of like a mini snow day every week.
And if you guys are enjoying this show, please hit a thumbs up if you have not yet. It does make a difference.
And I do the derby hat. I think that's a good look.
I've
I
never
don't know
tried
if it's
one.
for me.
I'm the same way. I've never tried one.
I think it's not for me, honestly, because just whatever my personal mayor image.
I'm in the disagreeing with the mayor tonight mood. I feel like you would rock. All right, see yourself there. All right, see the look, looking at the camera. Now see that derby hat on you. I see it. All right, guys, and be honest here. The mayor can take it. Do you think he should try rocking a derby hat? That sounds like a beyond bearded topic for me.
Well, I was gonna, there's also the debate of the straight bill versus the dad hat versus the,
True.
there's a lot to go there.
True.
I just don't know if I want to walk into that garden just yet.
Yeah.
No, I do. I definitely do. It's on the list. For me, the derby is a more dressed up hat. So I wouldn't do it with a t-shirt. I'd have to think about that. It's possible.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I'd have to talk to Betsy, and if she said no, then it would just be not happening.
And somebody asked, what is the current picture? This one right here. Right there. So, awesome. We're getting a mix. Some people don't like the derby hats. Some people are saying for sure, nope. For sure, nope. I can see it. I can see it out there. I love that jerky. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's got some oomph.
So good.
I'm so glad I just didn't start eating them randomly, which is exactly what I was.
Yeah.
I'd have been through about 3 of them right now. Left to my own accord.
No, and the reason why I did that is because everyone is different. There's no repeats in here, and I want the chat to kind of get involved and stuff. And we'll split each one, obviously, and go through. But, there's a venison stick fire.
Ooh.
Fire.
It reminds me of my cologne sampler. Like getting to try different things or having them vote. You can have them vote.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
And so there's a buffalo mild. Okay. There's a peppered elk. I'm so excited for these. These are going to be so cool. So cool.
That was a good pick, guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great pick. Now, the antelope scares me a little bit, but great pick.
Carlos, I'm 42.
Okay, there we go. Did you have a birthday recently?
No, my birthday is in the Copper Johns retreat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I thought you were 41.
Last year. This is Pedram. I am
pronunciation.
Thank you. I just went really fast. I'm on the 107th day of my growth. The longest I've grown around 124 days, about 4 months. But every time I get around the 4-month mark, I get very lazy about it and shave it all off. I am looking to grow this bad boy until day 180, 6 months. I have been tracking my progress daily on my Instagram page. Please provide me with any tips or tricks to get from 4 months to 6 months and give me your honest feedback. You know what's funny as I was reading that? It's literally your whole point about me trimming more than I think and saying 1 to 2 months. I finally locked in. I'm like, yeah, no, that's impossible. I can't possibly be doing. I must have overestimated how long I wait.
Yeah, that's what
I read this and it kind of conceptualized it.
Interesting. So Nick brought up a concept here. Let's take a look real quick. So he said he thinks that the derby hat is given some bias. No, strongly disagree. I am literally looking at the beard here. You could cut out the top of the head completely. Looking at the beard here, not even literally not even an open for discussion. This is an amazing, literally an amazing beard. This one's great. But I don't like the gap right here by the neck. I don't like the transparency down here. I don't like the angle jetting out that much. Literally nothing to do with the hat at all. It is straight up. This beard right here is amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Appreciate you throwing that out there because there are tricks and ways that you can kind of fool yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it happens more when it's like just you.
Yep.
It's easier not to notice things, but
for sure.
It never hurts to look at it.
Yeah, see you, Stu. I meant bias against the hat. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, so you're saying with the before and after? I could see it. I could see that, Nick. That's a good point. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, could be.
We may never know.
Yeah. No, I think you're probably onto something there. All right. Pedram. Oh. Thick. Okay, so he's growing it out. He's going for 6 months. He's got about 70 more days, so let's say 2-3 months left of growth, okay? About 2-3 months left of growth. Provide tips and tricks. All right, so I'm gonna frame a pitch to you. Obviously, this beard is redunculously thick. Just silly thick, great density, great color, great texture, everything. Now, this is the picture that I really want to look at and get some advice from the mare. Because he's growing, and this bad boy is thick and plastered to his face. And again, we're here to help. I don't love the look of how it's pushed back here and how it's so thick. Mare, what would be your advice as he's growing? Pedram, do not consider trimming right now whatsoever. But how can we get this to be something that is what we do with this show? Trimming? I think so. Unless you feel strongly about a trim, keeping in mind he wants to go for another several months, and he has ridiculously dark and thick beard, which is a factor.
Give me an H. Give me an H. Say
H.
E.
E.
A. T.
T.
I think heat is gonna bring some of that out. Now you like that side profile. I don't think I've ever seen such a full, long kind of growth pattern.
Valid question, real quick, Pedram. If you're in the chat, please answer this. Were you wearing a mask?
I see that face every day, so I'd say yes. I mean, I can't speak for him, but that's what it looks like to me. So this is going to be about styling, not just heat, but a heated brush would be something to consider. But what we got to, it's wrapping, and you have very, very thick beard, like
no mask.
We sent your beard. Oh, no mask.
No mask. Ken, great question. Good. Thank you, Pedram, for answering. That does change.
So that means it's the styling. You're pushing too hard when you're coming around that chin. Whereas you should actually be very, very light. I would say I'd like you to start and consider. I'd be flattered. My layer video, heat and layers, because one of the things I say at the end of that is to as you finish that top layer, you go underneath, you bring it out full. But as you finish, very, very lightly, and it really does work better than you think it will. We tend to, and guys in general, just we want to get as much heat in. When I use my brush,
we muscle.
Yeah. And all you're doing is pushing it, bending it around your chin, and getting that kind of result. So I don't know where you are with heat. If you've never tried it, consider it. But also, it's just gonna be styling. And then Chicago cone number 7. Well, a pick would also be highly. You will be like, you would have a different beard, or at least to your perspective, if you started working it out and kind of seeing what it looked like.
Yep. Big Stu summarized it perfectly here. You need to get heat direction from the bottom up. So essentially, all of your direction right now, as the mayor said, the perfect word for it is wrap. Your beard is wrapping towards your face. We need to get it out, and I know it can go out because of this front profile here. You have that structure to it. We just need to get everything else going out away from your face. And there are some options, some tools, right? You can use a pick. You can use a barrel brush. You can use a blow dryer. You're gonna have to play. Maybe it comes down to what you have available or what you can get. But essentially, what Big Stu said right here: get that heat and direction from the bottom up and away from your face. Other than that, keep growing, because you have some of the best genes imaginable. Yeah, imaginable.
And I'm with Michael L in the chat. I'd love to see a follow-up to this.
Yeah.
In fact, if you just got a pick and started working that, or just started applying heat a little bit, or maybe a little bit of both, in a week, I think it could be a huge difference.
Absolutely. And real quick question here. Have you tried Live Bearded Beard Fuel? Yes. It's the most used that I've had for beard supplements in the last 3.5 years. Thoughts? Fantastic. It's essentially a multivitamin for your beard. Is it going to fill in patches? No. Is it going to make your beard grow crazy fast? No. But it is going to make it feel great, be the healthiest it possibly can be. Every single thing that is in Beard Fuel is meant for your skin and for the hairs on your face. So it's a fantastic option for you. But I guess it just comes down to what you're looking for. So yep, just keep that in mind. Hey T, we are doing well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jace? Got another former student in here. Beard is huge. Thank you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Awesome, man. Okay. Great one there, Pedram. Thank you. Such a crazy show tonight. And so, man, thank you guys for sending in and all this. It's so cool.
This is Nicholas. Hello, Beards. I wasn't going to re-enter my progress yet, but since I heard Dan needed some more entries, I decided why not. So I've been using Minoxidil on my bare baby cheeks for about 3 months now. And all I can say is the results have been amazing.
Ooh.
Most of my vellus hairs are developed into terminal hairs, but some still need to transition and shed. I have almost full coverage and I'm loving it.
Wow.
Very optimistic about a full beard one day. Maybe Minoxidil could work for you too. Sales there. My question for you is, what would you do about the mustache? It's getting a little crazy, and I'm very small urge to trim it up. But I would love to grow it into a super stash also. My wife doesn't mind either way, and it's a green light for whatever I want to do on my face. Opinions. This is just a straight out of the shower after oil and some butter and combed.
Awesome.
And just real quick, vellus hairs are...
They're essentially baby hairs. So
Okay.
think about them as baby teeth, right? Your baby teeth grow in, they serve a purpose, but eventually you're gonna lose your baby teeth, and those permanent teeth are gonna come in before them. So the difference of vellus and terminal is once you reach your terminal, they're there forever, and they're gonna go through their natural cycle, meaning you're gonna then lose that terminal hair, and then a new terminal hair is gonna grow in strong, fast, do all those things. The vellus hairs just stay thin, they stay baby-like, and it's essentially the best analogy is it's a baby tooth. And so you're transitioning into your permanent teeth, which are bigger, stronger, all of that. So yeah, great question. It's not actually anything I've ever talked about on the channel, mainly because there is a full Minoxidil community, and just to be blunt and honest, anytime somebody who's not in the Minoxidil community talks about that stuff, they lose their minds. And so I've kind of avoided it, but it's probably due for a topic in the future. Interesting. Nick said, I still got a baby tooth. I'm 41. Apparently someone didn't get the memo. Man, the tooth fairy owes you a little something, you know what I mean? My son Maddox has his first couple wiggly teeth, and we can see his adult teeth coming in behind him. So kind of cool.
And I've got a son who just wants us to put his tooth fairy money just directly onto his debit card. Like that means you don't get any at all.
Yeah, what a world. No, Beard Octane, Beard Fuel, and Beard Gummies are the same exact thing. So it's just your method of delivery, whether you like taking pills, or capsules. Not taking pills sounds so weird, but that's what it is. Taking capsules or chewing gummies, just your preferred method. I have both, love both. All right, Nicholas. That's so cool. And Nicholas is such a supporter, such a positive guy. His, I believe it's his wife. She's from Brazil. She comes in all the streams. She comments. She hangs out as well. Just a beautiful couple. And he said, a super stash? Dude. You got the super stash. And he said that his cheeks were bare baby cheeks. And now they're coming in full with Minoxidil.
I'm getting in the habit of doing a preview of the show for myself beforehand.
Yeah.
I thought this was the wrong anytime I hear Minoxidil, this is not a guy who's going to be saying that word. But that goes to show that it does. And I think if we could say anything about it so far, it's that it's very inconsistent results for different people.
Yes.
But this is a great example.
That's the best way to say it. I know people that have had no results. I've had people that have had negative results. There are some risks with Minoxidil. Please do your research. I have a couple videos on it. And then there's people like this who have nothing but positive results. Love the stash. I agree. This is a walrus stash. So when people ask me why do you call yours a lazy walrus? Because mine's not full walrus. I do not curve over the mouth like this. I go to the side. This is a straight up legendary power walrus. Love it. So aside from and just how stylish and cool is this dude, man? Just so cool. He says, what would you do about the mustache? It's getting a little bit crazy. He has a very small urge to trim. You have a very small urge to trim. To me, I'm taking that as it's not driving you wild. It's not something that's really bugging the wife or something that's going crazy. If you have a very small urge to trim, don't trim.
Right.
Leave it alone.
I mean, the mustache, when you talk about getting the thicker, though, a little bit more dense, it's all about letting it grow and letting the hair start to like bend and fit and fill in. So don't trim unless you have an extremely strong urge to trim. a good reason to, I'd say.
Yeah. Now, what are your thoughts on this? Would you encourage or want to see Nicholas trying some wax on the mustache? John's asking.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
I don't think a highly styled trim is going to be, or for a mustache is going to fit your look, in my opinion.
Yeah. I love everything you're doing right now, man. This is inspiring. You probably don't realize that you've helped out a lot of people watching right now and people in the future where they're like, this dude said that he had bare baby cheeks and was taking minoxidil and is filling in. Man, thank you for sending it in, Nicholas. That is so cool. So cool. All right. Couple more, guys.
All right, this is D. I've been growing my beard for 7 months. I'm 49 years young. I found your channel around my 4-month journey. I wish I'd found it earlier. This is when I bought my first product. I didn't use anything prior, no product until 4 months. In the pictures, I used oil and a heated brush. My problem area is my cheeks. They are very thin. There is no volume and not much hair growing under my cheeks to give it a fuller look. Due to that, I feel like I should keep it short. I would appreciate any advice, hard criticism you can give me. I'm going to get a haircut and beard trim next week. I would like any advice on how and where I should cut my sides, front, and under beard. Mustache as well.
Okay.
Second question. Here is what I have for beard hair products.
Okay, we'll come back to that one. Yep.
We don't usually do products too
yep.
much. And then, by the way, I was the winner of last week's weekly beard advice. And Beard Care reached out and I got my travel bag. It is sick.
So
and they
cool.
are. Thank you.
So cool, man. All right, so let's take a look at the beard, then we'll hit the questions you have here. D, and again, congrats on the win. Man, everybody's going to comment on the color as they should. It is so nice. Power stash again, kind of coming back to back with the power stash. Now, last picture, let's go ahead and see real quick. This is a walrus. This is a lazy walrus. Love. Okay, Holly's out of here. Take care, Holly. All right. I would like advice on how I should cut the sides, front, and under beard and mustache. And I do want us to be specific because he's going to a barber. All right, do you have strong thoughts here? You want to kick it to me? What do you got, Mayor?
For me, I think that we need to go slow and be very careful. If you're looking to cut in, did he say he's looking to cut in, like wants to do what kind of style we're going for or anything like that?
I don't think.
He just wants advice. All right, then I'll tell you what I would do.
Yep.
I think there's a natural tendency towards a short beard style with a nice defined edge. I think
Agreed.
A barber is going to be able to just kind of sharpen that on point. With that, there is going to be a little bit of transparency. They're gonna deal with in the front. If anything, I would say do a little less straightening, whether it's a lower heat or maybe cut it out one day just to see if that doesn't give you a fuller look. If you decide to go with the style I'm suggesting, and the mustache is fantastic.
Yep. It's the star.
It isn't always the situation where a lazy walrus is going to fit with this style, or I would suggest it. But in this situation, I do.
Yes, I agree, D. It's very simple here. Show this to your barber. If you want to send pictures and want me to line it up, I'd be happy. You have a very natural line of demarcation. It's been a while since we dropped that one. Natural line of demarcation right here, D. You see where the darker hairs fill in? Go at that angle down here, and then you're going to go with kind of a straight look on the front, very similar to the mare. It's almost a duck bill because it fits your look. It's going to come in from the side, come across here, and then go through. Essentially, you're going to be maintaining a short beard. Leave the sides alone. Leave the face alone. Do not do any kind of scuba trimming. Leave the mustache alone. It's perfect. It's wonderful. But a good line right here, it's going to be about, I'd say 3/4 of an inch, about 3/4 of an inch off. Coming to the front, and then going back towards that beard. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be purposeful. That color is legendary.
Sideburns are really good. The fade on the beard is good.
Agreed. Yep, agreed. So really good. Your products sound fantastic, man. You got good companies, good stuff there. Truly nothing to worry about. And congrats on your giveaway again. I don't know if he's in the chat. I haven't seen him. So I hope you come back in the future and watch this. Awesome beard. Hopefully that helps you. Oh, baby!
There we go.
Last one. Get you out of here before 11 o'clock, you guys. So one more time, please enter this giveaway here, and then we'll break down the mayor's favorite as everybody enters for the last second. Mayor, who are your 3 favorites?
Well, the first 2 are Commands Collab and Strange Bromance, and I would put those in a always scent category as attention grabbers. If someone catches those 2 scents, they're unique, they're beautifully balanced, and they're gonna say, "Why do you smell so good?" And that's the best opening statement any question you can get. And the third one, Gentleman's Cut, is I just love how whiskey and hardtack. It's the barbershop, and it's just it's very very Sunday to me for some reason. I love doing like that kind of that scent profile, and I love their carrot blend's phenomenal. So it's a really kind of a comfort oil for me.
Awesome. So you knew you had them. You didn't need a
I didn't know, but okay. So like Command Club, I couldn't tell you what scent is in. I know isn't there vetiver in that
Commands.
one?
So Command is like a mix of ozone. It's a mix of some citrus scents in there. So yeah, we would describe Command's collab as Command's Corner collab as a citrus aquatic cologne. Strange Bromance would be a sweet, complex scent profile. That's it's described as twigs and berries, right? And then Gentleman's Cut is a very clean. A clean barbershop scent, no talcum powder, just a straight up clean one. And yeah, it's really, really good. Really good. And fam, let me know if I'm correct here. Is this my man that's local in the Flint area that has a channel about hip hop music? If that's you,
way.
Yeah. So he's from Flint, actually. If I'm thinking of the right person, if not, I apologize. But if that's my guy from Flint, drop a message and I'll be sure to make sure everyone checks you out if they like hip hop music. But he's local, and if it's him, we're gonna connect here pretty soon.
You follow him on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, because I gotta figure out I'll come back and figure out his Instagram because I love the local feeling.
So do I.
Yeah,
so do I.
That's what we do.
And he does. If it's him, and I might be off here, and I sincerely apologize, but I'm 90.
You're usually pretty
90% on this. Yeah, he has he does the podcast mics. He does this podcast on there, and he's straight up from Flint. So we love connecting. We've talked about we love staying local. We love helping people out, and he's got a good channel, and it's not even a small channel. A couple 20,000 subs,
Nice.
something like that. So yeah, doing well. But let us know in the comment. I'll make sure everybody checks you out. That likes hip hop. If you don't like hip hop, probably don't check it out. It's not going to be for you. All right. So here we go, guys. The giveaway. All you need to do is if you see your name on the screen, please drop a comment, and you will be the winner. Hopefully we have the person in here, so we don't have to do any re-rolls. Gentleman's Cut is great. It is. It's refreshing. It's nice. It's fresh, and it's just straight up refreshing. Would be the best way. Okay. We do have a possible.
It's an early.
A possible winner. I have not seen them commenting at all, but that doesn't mean they're not here. Sometimes people just hang out, working.
Listening.
Yeah.
With their phone now.
Truly, nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Even though this is probably the most visual show we have, but hey, even listening, maybe it's therapeutic for you. All right, let's see if he is out there. Michael Ambry. Are you in the building?
You're a great salesman. This would be the most. Welcome to Beard Advice Live. This is our more visual offering tonight.
Yeah, it is. You know,
you're absolutely right.
See. At least if you're listening, you peek in to look at the pictures, and then you go back to work or whatever. There's nothing quite like listening to a beard live stream and getting paid. So that would be pretty cool. We don't get to do that too much teaching. No. Frowned upon. But Michael, and guys and girls, don't go if Michael's not here. Unfortunately, we got to re-roll and get somebody out there that is still with us to be able to, in the stream. Hopefully everybody's still with us, if you know what I mean. But in the stream to be able to get this win. If not, we have to go through. I love Command's Corner and Jen's Gentleman's Cut. What other scent is similar? If you like those two, Mr. Votto, you would like the Ravager. That is a nice, nice subtle cologne on the natural side of things. You would like that one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. StreamYard delay. Ben says, how many entries are typically in these giveaways? Generally around 200 to 300. And
oh no.
Whoosh, down the toilet. Mary, didn't you do the toilet one time? Was that you? And it was really bad? What? Or was that somebody else? Must have been somebody else. Toilet impression?
Oh,
I think
probably.
It was you. Yeah.
You threw it at me and I was just not ready.
Yeah, that was probably it. All right, next one.
Clogged.
Yeah, you got to take the phone with you guys to the bathroom. Got to take the phone to the bathroom with you. Hey, chat, how you doing, man? And I don't know if my buddy, the music channel, took off or not, but we'll see if he's still in here. I wanted to show some love. All right, let's see if the next possible winner is in the suspense. Shane Carey. Are you in the building? Let me check if Fam is in here. Okay. You here? All right. So Fam over. Are you in the building? Let us know if that's who I'm thinking of from Flint Music Channel. And we'll keep moving here. But what about Shane? Hey, Shane is in. I think he was a new member tonight. So congratulations, Shane. We'll put that back up to show you what you won because you don't have to do anything, man. Whiskey and Hardtack's going to reach out to you. They're just going to need your name and your shipping government name, by the way, and your shipping address to be able to claim your victory. And you get the Mayor Special.
Enjoy.
Smelling like never thought I would in my life 6 years ago would I think people would want to smell like Steve.
Yeah.
You know? Never would have crossed my mind. But it's the world we're in.
Me either.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you just want to smell like me, but this is like, it's interesting what people pick because a lot of when you pick an oil, is it more for you or for someone else, or it could?
For me, it's a review schedule, so I don't get to pick often.
That's true.
But when I do get to pick, it's for me unless it's a date day. So I did this weekend. I picked 2 different ones, and both were for Sam. Because we had a Super Bowl party and looked nice, and then Saturday we had a date day. So all this weekend, I have a light review coming next Friday, not this Friday. This one was a normal-ish one, but next Friday was a 1 center. So anytime I have like a 1 cent review, it's super nice because I get to work in other favorites in there, which is really, really good. Should Whiskey and Hardtack make a scent called Steve? I like that. Scuba Steve? That would be good.
I don't know.
A collab between you and Scuba. With Whiskey and Hardtack, Scuba Steve.
Now there you go. We have to get that. We have to. I think wasn't that Big Daddy that they had Scuba Steve in?
Yeah.
So we'd have to talk to Adam Sandler.
Yeah, for the
bit. But
copyright.
He'd probably be cool with it.
All right. Last question for you, Mayor. Here. All right. In 1 second. Question here, Carlos. I don't remember. Is Beard Fuel and Beard Vitamin gummies the same? Yes, they are. Same exact thing. Genuine question. I'm looking for a genuine answer. Do you enjoy the scents of beard products or colognes more now that you're dabbling in colognes for the show? Which ones do you find yourself enjoying more?
I am putting on cologne every day.
Okay.
I just because I've learned, like, you want to learn something really good, teach it a little bit. Share it.
So that's different than enjoyment.
Oh, okay.
Which one do you enjoy more? Do you find yourself being like,
yeah, no, I enjoy
I love how I smell today with
beard
cologne?
oil more.
Okay.
It's more for me.
Yeah. Good
It
point.
is, but I do, this is just a conversation that we're going to continue to have.
Yeah.
Beyond Bearded is my show Sundays, and we kind of look at
What time?
9 o'clock.
Okay.
We look at men's grooming beyond just beard products and that, and I've been just trying like a couple of random colognes each week, and I've learned a lot about why basically I didn't care about cologne my whole life because I wasn't putting it on right, I wasn't putting it in the right place. I had no concept of that.
Yeah, I learned a lot from you, so that's super interesting. The idea that you don't rub cologne in, didn't know that. That was new to me. Because beard oil, you have to.
The scent. Yeah, you have to.
Yep. And so if you guys didn't know that and you just learned something that when you put on cologne, you do not rub it in, check out Beyond Bearded Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. He talks about stuff that is beyond beards.
Working on an eyebrow section, like how to make your eyebrows not look stupid, because mine do.
On Monday, someone told me my eyebrows were on fleek.
There you go, on fleek.
Yep, as the kids said, on fleek. So
the kid said that, or your Command's Corner?
Command's Corner.
Okay,
Yep, Command's Corner, and it was a wife, and so she wanted to know how my eyebrows were so on fleek, and so I said, I don't know, don't do much. I trim them. I just take scissors and go. That's about it, because they get crazy. So
I feel like tonight's show, the energy, the chat, just the lineup, it just kind of leveled up a little bit.
It was goated.
Yeah.
And as the kids would say.
Yeah.
So, hey, thank you guys. Thank you for the ski. Thank you for the different jerky varieties.
Oh.
Thank you for the submissions, the updates, the questions, the commentary.
Supporting each other, supporting us, being nice, treating each other well.
What?
How many do we have to kick a bunch of people out tonight?
0.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
What kind of world are we in? All right, and final, as we leave here, to give you a taste of what you can expect on Beyond Bearded, why do you not rub cologne?
It breaks, so the oil is very complicated, very different scent. Like, so you get down to the molecular level, big word, and you can break it up. You can actually physically like split apart scents that are more intended to come out later or not come out with the top notes, so it conflicts.
Didn't know that. Did not know that.
And it's absolutely true. As I've started to notice, it's like crazy. Now, here's the thing. I'm kind of getting into this idea of, cologne has its place for a beard guy too, if they want it. I have mostly had a beard during the pandemic.
Yep.
So I've never had anybody, like, rarely, if ever, smell my oil and say something about
distanced,
it.
yeah.
Right.
So
that may impact
which is different than before.
That's me having perspective on
Interesting.
what my experience has been.
Interesting. All right, final question for real here. I just incorporated beard fuel to my collagen biotin diet from Beard Octane. I'm taking one of each day. Nope, that's totally fine. When I'm doing Beard Octane, I do take all three. If I'm doing Juggernaut from Fable, I just do that, which has all of them together. It costs more, but you're getting more, so there's a balance there. So nope, you are good. You're good to go on that, Jay. That's exactly what I do as we go through. So yeah, awesome. Beautiful. All right. Anything else, Mayor, for everybody out there?
Again, guys, thank you so much for being here, enjoying what we do, giving back to us. This is special. It's getting more specialer. No, this is a special thing we do, and I just love it. It has helped me to be such a happier person than the guy that started a couple years ago with this, and I am grateful for that.
Yeah, coming into the show, I was beat, man. I'll be honest. I was playing with my kids. And there's times where I sat down and I was like, holy crap, I am tired. And it's now 11 p.m. and I have 0 ounces of tiredness. I have 0 ounces of exhaustion. I feel like I could run through a wall right now. I feel like I could go teach a class. I feel like I'm ready. Let's go. And it's, the energy of the stream. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate it all. If you didn't check out the video today, it's a quick one on how to wash your carbon fiber combs. Please do. That would mean a lot to me. Review on Friday of a well-known company and seeing how they stack up in 2022. And then a good educational video on Sunday. Other than that, you guys, reach out to us. Check out the Facebook group. We got some cool stuff going on. Thank you, guys. Stay bearded.